Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with the KC Multifamily Minute here in Kansas City. Today is Monday, January 6th after a snowstorm 2025. And let's get right into it. As we always do, we've got some stats for you. So pulling this up, we know we've had a couple of weeks where it's been pretty slow with new listings over the last month or so. So let's get into what we've got going on, what's available, what's under contract. So using the LoopNet service, the commercial website that has multifamily listings as well as other commercial real estate style listings. They show there's 33 listings there with 30 of those that are actually available. So only 3 under contract. That's one of the lowest I've seen in a really long time in terms of another number of available and listed properties. I would imagine most of that's due to timing of the year. There were a lot of activity that closed out at the end of the year, so that depleted the inventory a bit. And we're also seeing very similar over on the MLS. So I've got my website pulled up here for my podcast listeners, and they show there's actually 42 that are listed, but only 27 that are available. Now on the MLS side, I have that as filtered down to where it's 2020 or older, so not new construction, and $500,000 plus across the Kansas City metro. So 17, 15 are under contract over on the MLS. 27 are still available. So there's 27 ones out there. I've done a post where I did my top 10 or top 5 favorite off-market deals, top 3 off-market deals. I've done several other podcasts around that, on-market deals, because I do think there are some good on-market deals out there at any given moment. But I also have some additional stats for you here since it's the end of the year and a new month. So how did December shake out? There's actually 15 sales in December. Let me pull up the MLS stats here for you. So this does not include the LoopNet numbers. However, LoopNet, I think their data is good. It's just lags behind quite a bit more than some of the other data providers like the MLS. It also does not have some of the smaller properties on there like duplexes, etc. So I've got this filtered down here, as you can see for my YouTube viewers. For podcast listeners, I show the entire year how many sales were completed. This is $500,000 plus in the 7 counties of the Kansas City metro. And that's the 7 counties of Kansas City metro are Cass, Clay, Jackson, Johnson, Leavenworth, Platte, and Wyandotte. Okay, I know some people show some larger parts of the metro, maybe include some other counties. But that's going to get you 99.9% of the entire population of the Kansas City metro, and where 99.99% of the transactions occur for this size of transaction. This is $500,000 plus, okay? So anyways, you can see here there's 15 sales in the month of December, which was a great month for 2024, down onto 2 or 3 sales in January. There's some ups and downs in there across the year. So and also to the entire year, there's 113 total transactions as recorded on the MLS. That's $500,000 plus in those 7 counties in the Kansas City metro. So as we get into further in this month here, I've actually got a small multifamily report that I'm working on that I will share for my listers, sellers, really anybody who's on my email list, property owners, past clients, just good people. I think it'll provide some good data for you if you're a small multifamily investor in Kansas City or curious about being a small multifamily investor in Kansas City, or if you have a 1031 exchange, okay? So now let's get back into what's actually available. As I hinted at towards the beginning of this podcast, there's actually nothing new. So I'm going to show you here on my website for podcast listeners. I just have my website open, which shows the entire metro. And we're going to just filter this down here to, we already have this as, 2020 or older properties, but we're going to show here just the last 7 days, which you can do this on my website to kind of really play around here with the map, with what's going on. So there's nothing new in the last 7 days that is on the market. However, when we do remove, I think this will work here. I'm going to remove the 2020 or older filter here. And I think, so we have a new construction property. I actually like this deal in some ways, actually in a lot of ways. So it's a little bit over $1 million for brand new construction fourplex in Parkville. Parkville is going to be a Class A, Class A minus. I say A minus only because rents for some reason are hard to get the higher end of that. But this is brand new construction, fourplex, all have garages, side by side. Great location. So I actually do like this deal for new construction deals. Sometimes, especially in the Johnson County side, you'll see these $1.5, $2 million for a fourplex. So anyway, just something to look at. If you're out there and you're at home, snowy conditions, whatever else, take a look at that deal. Let's dive into the details of it. I don't think there's going to be any real discounts on that, but something you can consider as you are at home, stuck at home, okay? So anyway, that's all the new properties there on the MLS. Using my website to show you that. Okay, podcast listeners, I'm popped over here to LoopNet. I've got this all filtered out to everything that's on the open market. It does show that there is that 12-plex on Benton Boulevard that is a new listing. Again, I don't do a ton of new listings, I don't do a ton of activity in the historic Northeast. It's just not my forte. The numbers always look great. It's just a hard place to continuously make a lot of money. I'll just put it that way. So anyway, that is a new listing out there that came out in the last 7 days or so. Other than that, I'm going to show you here as well. There are no new listings other than that one I just mentioned on the open market here in the last 7 days, regardless of price point. So actually, it's even pulling that off. So anyway, there's nothing new to look at. So as you're sitting there, you're wondering about, well, gee, where do I go here? Listen to some of my past episodes. I talk about some good on-market opportunities. Reach out to me, Alex, at legendaryapartmentbrokers.com. I do have a lot of favorite on-market opportunities that are out there. And then, of course, I have about 10 to 15 off-market opportunities. Most of those are in Class A and B locations across all price points, $175,000 out up to about $6 to $8 million. So reach out. Again, this is Alex Olson, the KC Multifamily Minute. LegendaryApartmentBrokers.com. Alex at LegendaryApartmentBrokers.com. Thank you.